Hello and welcome to this video on the Audio Gear Obsession Summing Facility. Really high quality Eurorack mixer that's great for integrating line level gear as well as modular. Let's check out what's to come. Now I'd like to say up front, thank you to Audio Gear Obsession for sending this over for me to make this video. Now a bit of a rare thing, let's unbox it. Not everybody goes to such effort to make such a lovely box and present their products. It's in its own wooden box, and the first thing that we notice upon sliding off the nicely printed wooden top panel are these cables, and this module will drive balanced outputs, but there's some advantages to the cables that they offer, so I'd like to quote what Audio Gear Obsession say about the cables. We then have the module, have a 16 to 10 pin power cable, and a couple of stickers and other bits in the box. But as they took such effort to package this so well, I just wanted to unbox it at the start of the video. Now, when speaking to Audio Gear Obsession, 3 points they wanted to make was that they say this is, and I quote, the perfect mixer to connect both modular and non-modular equipment. It has a lot of headroom, and the quality of the components used is very high. This is 38 HP wide and is skiff friendly as it's only 32mm behind the panel. So this is a 6-channel mixer with 6 inputs and dual concentric pots for gain, and there's 12 dB of gain at the input, perfect for bringing up line level gear to Eurorack levels. That's on the bottom of this dual concentric pot, and we have volume on top. As we come down, we have 2 sends, send A on the top of a dual concentric pot and send B on the bottom. And the panel's well laid out enough that if I want to get in and adjust gain, or say send B on the bottom of a dual concentric pot, I can do so. We then have pan control, a mute switch for the left and right to mute the channel, and a mute switch to the auxiliary separately. This brings us across to the master section where we have send A and send B. We have a mono return for A and a mono return for B. You can, of course, as I'll show in this video, use send A and come back into A and B for stereo, or come back into the channels, allowing you to create feedback loops, play around with muting and sending them back into other effects as well. Our master outs take us up from being off to 0 dB. We have the send level, which gives us another 6 dB of level in case we need it, and the return on the bottom of the dual concentric pot, which again offers 12 dB of gain, perfect for pulling up pedal effects and other gear up into this Eurorack system. We have panning for the returns, and mutes for the returns. It feels really high quality, and that's something that's going to be difficult to get across in the video, but it's been inspiring, it's made me make some music, and I've had a hell of a lot of fun just patching with the thing. So without further ado, let's get into some patches. Here I have send A coming out into this Neon Egg Planetarium guitar pedal, again handling the level really well in and out and coming back in stereo into return A and B. Have send B going to a modular effect, again coming back in stereo into channels 5 and 6. Kick and chord on channel 1, hi-hat on channel 2, stereo filtered drum mix on 3 and 4. I'll quickly mute things out so you can hear them, and then just have a jam and play around before I stop what I'm doing to go make some music. It's really nice being able to separately mute the sends to the track, because I can build up some send, say around the kick and the chord, get this nice washy affected chord swell, but then mute that and bring the normal kick sound back in. So now that's just effect around channel 1, I'm going to kind of pinch these together, muting the effects but bringing the dry sound back in. And those effects fade into the background and that dry sound becomes more present again. Just really lovely and jammable as a mixer, as I hope you can see and get a sense of in this video. So we have an interesting mix with a nice technique for creating low end and distortion using sends. I'm bringing the sounds in. I have a kick, snare, mix of hats and maracas, pan slightly left, glitchy kind of ratcheting samples to the right, and then send A actually feeds a distortion circuit. I'm going to turn it down and enable that aux send on these 4 sounds. That is then coming back in, and this distortion is the Gofferman tube filter distortion there. So as I start to send sound to it, it's going to accumulate around this distorting bandpass and come back in. So this is a parallel distortion. The dry sounds are still coming through. And then you've got this bandpass filtering, resonance, kind of tubey feedback distortion. That's then mixing back in. I can pan that return. So channel 5 and 6 is a return, a stereo return from send B. And send B there is a reverb. So bringing everything in there, sending that distortion. Sending the reverb in as well, just gives it even more to kind of chew on. It elongates this kind of tubey sound. A little bit tighter, and bringing it back in. So here I'm using the summing facility with line level gear, using the Acid Lab Miami and 6 individual outputs into the channels. I've then got 2 sends, which will also work really well with line level because we've got so much gain on tap and so much headroom. We can attenuate and pull levels up very easily. The first effect is the Empress reverb, the second is the 2 HP comb. Now switching and playing around with muting individual channels or effects just feels like a really quality experience. It's really enjoyable. So I'm just going to jam around for a bit. So that's it for this video on the Audio Gear Obsession Summing Facility. Super high quality, amazing feeling mixer for Eurorack. All the links are in the description if you'd like one. You can support my work at patreon.com/DivKid. Ask any questions in the comments. Hit thumbs up if you like the video. And I'll see you next time. Cheers for watching.